Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I am going to show some of the frequently asked questions in Accenture interview. So recently many of my friends attended Accenture's interview process. So based on their experience, I have made this video. So after discussing with my friends, I came to know that some set of questions was frequently asked. So in this video, I am going to show all those frequently asked questions along with explanation. I believe this video will be very useful, so please do watch this video till the end. First, I would like to mention some important points. I can confidently say that these tips will be very useful in your interview process. So first, let me show that. So basically the first important point is to create a proper resume. So the thing is that always be careful while mentioning your skills in the resume. So if you are not good at any particular topic, then please do not mention that in your resume just for namesake, because it will create many problems during your interview. So always try to create a proper resume. Okay. Then the next point is answer properly. So one more important point is that many interviewers will ask questions related to the topics mentioned in your resume. So for example, if you're answering to one question, then the next question will be framed from your answer itself. So always answer properly. That is, if you're not good at any topic, please do not mention that in your answer, because they may frame the next question from your answer. So always be careful while answering to any kind of question. Okay. Then communication skill and body language plays a major role in your interview process. And last but not the least, introduction. Like a very good introduction also plays a major role. These are all some important points to be remembered. So now I will show all the frequently asked questions. So the first question is, tell me about yourself. Yeah. So a good introduction actually plays a major role in your interview. So let's take an example. Suppose if you're asked to sell a pen to a customer, then how will you do that? So basically you will mention all the features of the pen, right? So you have to mention the advantages of that pen, so that the customer will be attracted and they will buy the pen. So similarly, in the self introduction also, you need to mention your characteristics and skills so that the interviewer will be attracted. So I will post a separate video for this. And the next question is, they will surely ask us to explain about our project. So if you have mentioned any projects in your resume, then they will surely ask about that project. So basically in one of my interviews, the interviewer asked me to explain about my project. So now I am going to share my experience just for your reference. So basically I did one project related to web scraping domain. So he first asked me to explain about my project. I gave a deep explanation for 3 minutes, like for 3 to 5 minutes. So he was satisfied with my explanation, and then he asked me what programming language I used. I told that I used Python, and then he asked what are all the packages he used in Python for this particular project. I told that I did this project using Selenium package. So he then asked me what are all the advantages of Selenium package. So these are all the questions he asked me related to my project work. So I would like to mention some important points, like whenever you're explaining about your project, just give a brief explanation so that the interviewer will be satisfied. And then they may ask, what are all the problems faced by you while working on a project? So for this question, you can mention all the difficulties. For example, if you faced any problem while dealing with any particular topic in your project, then you can mention that. And then you can also mention the steps followed by you in order to overcome that particular situation. So this kind of answer will surely attract them. They will surely encourage this kind of approach. And then mainly focus on OOPS concept, because this is very important topic. Like they may ask us to explain about the features of OOPS concept, like data encapsulation, data abstraction, polymorphism, inheritance. So these are all the features of OOPS concept, right? So they may ask us to explain about these concepts. So for example, they may ask us to define what is inheritance and explain about the types of inheritance. So they may ask like this. So mainly focus on these type of questions. So this actually plays a major role in your interview process. And then they may ask, what are your greatest strengths and weaknesses? This question actually plays a major role in your interview process. So try to answer in such a way that the interviewer will be attracted. First, let me explain my way of approach. So for this question, I told that I am good at problem solving and I will always try to find an optimal solution. So basically, I've also told that anyone can find a solution for a problem, but finding an optimal solution is important, and I believe that I am good at this quality. I also told that I can easily interact with people and I am good at communication skills. I believe these qualities are very much required in a corporate world, so I can confidently say that I am good at these qualities. So this is how I answer to this question. If you want, you can follow this, and along with that you can also mention your ability to work hard, professional expertise, leadership skills, and also positive attitude. So if you want, you can also mention these qualities as well. So whatever you're explaining, always try to give an example for that. Suppose if you're telling that you have a positive attitude, then try to give an example for that. So you can tell that during my college project we faced certain difficulties in implementing the project and my teammates were frustrated. So at that time I had to believe and think positively to motivate my teammates, and ultimately we completed that project successfully. So you can give this kind of example for each and every skills you are mentioning. The next one is they are also expecting you to mention your weakness. The point is that you can mention your weakness in a positive manner. For example, you can tell that my weakness is that I am a perfectionist. Sometimes I concentrate too much on a single task, and until it is done perfectly, I cannot concentrate on my health. So this is the best way to mention your weakness in a positive manner. I hope you all understood this. So this is how you need to answer to this question. So now let me show the next question. So the next question is, they may ask, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? So basically you can tell that I would like to be one of the experienced individuals with lots of skills and knowledge gained within the organization, and be able to share my skills and knowledge with your newly employed people. So this kind of reply and this kind of attitude will surely attract the interviewer. So if you have any other points, then you can mention that also in your answer. And then they may ask, how would you be an asset to our organization? So this is the exact question where you can win their hearts. So always highlight all your strengths. So in this video I have already explained how to describe your strengths and weaknesses. So for this question also you can actually mention the same points. Like you can mention all your skills, and at the end you can tell that since I have all these skills, since I am good at all these skills, I will be an asset to your organization. So whenever they ask this question to me, I will always mention my skills, and at the end I will tell that since I have all these skills, I can confidently say that I will be an asset to your organization if I get selected. So this kind of approach will surely attract the interviewer. So try to prepare for this question well in advance. And the next question is, why should we hire you? They will surely ask this question. So this is one of the important question. Like you need to explain all your characteristics so that they will be attracted. So in one of my interviews I answered like this. So what I told is, like, I am a type of person who will actually interact with people and make many friends, and I can easily adapt to any kind of situation or any kind of environment. And then I also told that I'm good at problem solving, and I'm also good at communication skills. And I told that I believe these two qualities are very much required in a corporate world, and I'm good at these two qualities. And like, as an extension, I also mentioned that if I get selected, then surely I will be an assert your organization. So this way of approach, like this way of explanation, will surely attract the recruiter. So this is my own way of explanation. So if you like, you can also follow this. And then they may ask, why do you want to work for Accenture? So you may have some personal reasons, right? So you can mention all those reasons, like if you get this job, then you will do this or that, something like that. So you can mention all those reasons. They will surely encourage that. So for this kind of question, you can answer like this. As a fresher, I have some skills and knowledge, but I need a platform where I can implement my skills to grow professionally. And I believe that working in such a reputed organization like Infosys will surely help me to grow professionally by working in real-time projects. So this kind of answer will surely attract them. So prepare for this question. And the next question is, they may ask, are you willing to relocate or travel? So for this question, you can tell that yes, definitely, I love traveling and exploring new places. And as an extension, you can also mention some of the benefits of traveling. Like by traveling to new places, you can face new people and new environment, something like that. So you can mention the advantages of traveling also. So basically, frankly speaking, no one wants to work in night shifts, right? But anyway, as a fresher, we can somehow manage to work in night shifts. So if you are really willing to work in night shift, you just tell that yes, I am willing to work in night shift. I am eagerly waiting for this opportunity, so I can manage to work in night shifts. So something like that you can tell. So basically, if you have any unique qualities, you can mention that. So whenever they asked about my hobbies, I used to tell that during my leisure time, I used to create some good quality videos and post it in my YouTube channel. So I used to mention that. So if you are good at any sports, then you can also mention that. It's up to you. Whatever you want, you can mention that. They may ask, what was the toughest challenge you have ever faced? So basically, whenever you face any challenge in your life, then that challenge will glorify your career and give the opportunity to go ahead in your life. So you can mention those challenges, and also you can mention the steps taken by you in order to overcome those challenges. So you can also mention that. So prepare for this question well in advance. And the next question is, they may ask whether you are a team player or not. So basically, this question plays a major role because they want to check whether you can work in a team project or not. So you can tell that, of course, I am a team player. You can also tell them that you often perform for the good of the team. So this kind of answer will surely attract the interviewer. For this kind of question also, you can give an example. So if you have worked in any team projects, then you can share your experience. So always prepare well in advance for this type of question. And last but not the least, they will surely ask, do you have any questions for me? Always try to have some questions prepared for the interviewer.
Basically, many candidates may think that we are not supposed to ask any questions to the interviewer. But it's not like that. If you have any queries related to the job description, or if you have any queries related to the hiring process, you can ask them. They will surely rectify all your doubts. So whenever they ask this question to me, I will ask them to share their work experience, so that it will be useful if I get selected to that particular job. So I will ask questions related to that.
So this will show how much you're eagerly waiting for this opportunity. So always try to ask some questions at the end.
They will also ask some technical questions. So in DBMS, they will ask us to write some SQL queries. They will give a particular scenario, and they will ask us to write a query for that. And then they may ask about different types of joins, something like that. So just read it once. As I already mentioned, OOPS concept plays a major role. So read about the features of OOPS, and then they may ask some coding questions, simple coding questions like swapping, palindrome, something like that, and also some basic concepts of programming language like the identifiers and access specifier, something like that. So just have a look at all the basic concepts. Like whenever they are asking some question, at least you need to give a short answer. So all the best, guys. I hope you all liked my video. So for more useful videos like this, please do subscribe my channel and stay connected.